What up, Frank?
Hello.
We recording now?
Yes.
Good to go?
Yes.
How's your phone looking?
It's looking like I have everything set.
Alright. Well, we had a couple episodes planned for today here on the Completely Inappropriate Podcast, but first off I wanted to introduce myself. I'm Tony, your #1 host. We have Thing 2 over there.
Hello.
You want to let them know who you are?
Oh, I am host number 2.
This is my smoking hat for those of you not on YouTube. I got a bucket hat. Bucket hat? What are these called? Pork pie?
Probably. I don't know.
Can't remember. This was the first gift my wife ever got me when we got together.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so this is just it. What are we going to do, Frank? What do you want to talk about? Is this just a little bullshit episode in between guests here?
Yes.
Yeah, we had somebody scheduled to come on, but I think they had something come up. So hopefully we'll have them on a little later.
Probably church.
And in time for the next episode or whatever. We'll fit this one in. But how you been, man? What you been up to?
I have been... So, not many people know this about me, but if I remember correctly, which I don't, because these things you have to be told, so either this is correct or somebody lied, I was born during a tornado. And then yesterday, there was a fucking tornado warning.
Which I was out in the middle of a run. I was at like mile 3 when I get this buzz on my watch saying tornado coming straight towards me from like 15 miles away.
Yeah.
Tornado warning anyway.
So then what do? I take my mother grocery shopping.
During the middle of that? Oh,
Yeah.
that's genius. You foolish fool.
No, because I had just woken up and I fucking had my coffee and, did the things I usually do. By the time I brushed my teeth and my mother was
It was
ready.
1 o'clock in the afternoon and we had something to do.
Yeah, and the tornado warning came out and my mother was like, nope, if we don't do it now, we don't do it today at all. I'm like, okay.
I don't remember the last time I slept past like 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Hey, what's that like? Does it still feel like God is hugging you in your bed and doesn't want you to get up?
It feels like that the mornings of the podcast. Like,
really?
I'm in a fucking cloud, all fucking comfy, and I'm like, no.
I've gotten better, especially since I stopped drinking again a few weeks ago. I've
Right.
been waking up with like energy to actually do shit, with the exception of cleaning the apartment. For some reason, still can't get up and do that shit. The windows are open because I thought we were. I see you looking around at sounds behind me. I had the windows open because I thought we were doing a cigar episode today.
Oh, we are.
Would
We'll
you
get there.
Yeah, you want to light one up?
Right now?
It'll take about 45 minutes to smoke them.
Well-
The entire episode.
Well, we are. This is a bullshit episode, so I guess we can pull it out. Which ones were the ones you wanted to fucking do?
We got the Tres Hermanos cigars from Bourbon Street, Louisiana. They're on the right.
Here, you show the camera, because I don't trust my...
But the camera's over there.
No, just tilt it. And then
Oh,
we'll
tilt
see-
it?
Yeah. And then
We
see
got a little humidor full of a few cigars here.
Yeah.
Got some knockoff Cohibas.
I
Cubans.
thought that I could just use my fucking trumpet case to get my fucking cigars nice and humid. Because for some reason the fur that's in the case makes it like fucking...
No,
It feels fucking...
You'll end up getting mold with that.
Well, that's what I figured. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll just fucking do that when I have my cigar collection. And
No,
then-
life hack for those of you with dry cigars, leave your box open, the cigars exposed while you take a hot shower. And all that steam in the shower will get them reconstituted.
Yeah, so then one of our first conversations we had in this building was fucking cigars. And I'm like, oh, so I guess I was wrong about that.
I feel like you're wrong about a lot.
Because, well, you'd be surprised. There's a reason why people hate it when I'm right.
Because it's so rare?
No, because I come off as a fucking idiot. And then for a fucking idiot to fucking be all like, I told you so.
I've never struck you as an idiot. Or
Well-
you never struck me as an idiot. Alright, I might have struck a couple people as an idiot. But I give no qualms to that. I'm fine with who I am.
Yeah. So
You just have a slow speech pattern. Like, it takes you a minute to, like...
Well, because I have so much to fucking say and I can't fucking spit it out.
Yeah.
I want to say everything at once, but we know that's not possible.
Yeah, we like to respond to every little thing. But yeah, man. So do you want to try one of these cigars?
Yeah, sure.
Did you want to light these up now? I suppose if we can roll them over into the next episode too.
Yeah, I was telling you about how you have to do it with a fucking wooden match, and then you were telling me how, what was it, propane and propane accessories has a fucking...
It's a clean fuel. I mean, torch lighters are just more efficient at getting it lit immediately. Right. I prefer wood. I actually prefer cedar sticks, which
which are rare to find. I take it.
No, you get them at the cigar shop.
Oh, okay.
You can get them with your cigars.
Well, probably because I get my cigars from the fucking Feldmans.
Now, for those of you who don't know, there's two ways to cut the tip of a cigar. You have what's called a punch, which is this little device here. It's usually on a keychain. Pull it off. It's just a little metal hollow tube, like the tip of a metal straw, and you poke it right into the end there. Since that's what I enjoy doing, that's what I'm going to do. First, you moisten the tip like you're sucking a nice little mini cock. Just, pop the tip like that, and then you just shove it in, and you make your own hole. You just give it a little twist.
So that's probably why every time I fucking pass a cigar, because, you know, there's fucking cigar aficionados in every fucking party that don't want to fucking...
bite it?
Pitch in, or whatever.
Pitch in for what? What are you talking about?
Because, like, there was a time when I would always have my fucking cigars on me, and then fucking... After a while at a party, I'd fucking bust out my cigar, and there'd be people like, "Ooh, can I get a hit?" And then before you know it, there's
people
a
are
fucking
idiots.
Circle of fucking people passing a fucking cigar.
Oh my god, were you 18 smoking cigars?
No,
a bunch of idiots.
But
you know
the girls I fucking get with, but...
Anyways. Oh, the females.
No, not the females. The fucking guys that they would fucking, cause you know it's like
the guys that your females would fuck. Yeah, I know.
Because it's like you know my circle of friends and your circle of friends, and then so it's usually people from Mexico. I'm not fucking talking shit, but anyways, so yeah, by the time it would get back to me, it'd be all fucking wet and fucking falling apart.
Nasty.
And I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Well, it shouldn't be falling apart, no matter how wet it is. That's a sign of a cheap cigar. Do you prefer them punched or do you like them cut? Or do you just bite them off? So you cut it. So cut, same thing. Everybody's seen that in the movies. It's got the dual blade cutters, or you got the scissor cutters, which I got in somewhere put away.
Somewhere.
I've got an assortment of cutters for some reason. But yeah, here you go. You can go ahead and wet your tip there. Wet the mouth and slice it off so that it doesn't flare out.
Okay, no, it's not with this one. But there's a fucking cigar cutter that has two options, and the back option cuts a line right through the fucking butt end.
Oh yeah, you could always do the star or whatever. Oh, yeah. Or just if you don't have a cutter but you want to wet it first so that when it doesn't get real dry. Or so that the dry leaf doesn't just flare and like burst apart when you cut it. Yeah. Ooh. Why is it so satisfying watching a man with a beard suck on something?
Because a beard is so manly, and then fucking... Is it? Yeah, and then for him to turn out to be fucking gay. What happened?
I need a lighter. I forgot my lighter. Hold on, everybody.
Oh, okay. I have it fucking all fucking crooked.
Entertain the people.
Yeah.
Better burst apart.
So, anyways, I fucking dropped the fucking ass end because I was doing this fucking differently. But no, my fucking first exposure to fucking cigars was in the military. Like the first time I had a cigar was in fucking Dubai. The mall had this fucking cigar shop, and my fucking little buddy, because in the military you have to fucking be accompanied by somebody when you're fucking out on your time off, especially in country. And yeah, it was telling me all about them, and I'm like, okay. And me being a fucking kid that fucking never had anything, my first puff, and I was like, wow, so this is what it feels like to be rich.
Yeah, the first cigar I got, it was one of my dad's from the freezer. I saw his bag filled with like 4 or 5 of them just in the freezer. I took one, took it outside, bit the end because I was a kid. Hadn't smoked anything yet. Any weed or tobacco. What are you looking for? The tip is at your crotch.
Oh, okay. What? Oh.
Yeah.
My head fell off.
The foreskin's at the tip of your penis there. So, I went outside. I think I took like 3 puffs. Felt real sick and threw it away. And my dad, when I started smoking cigars, I moved out of the house, and my dad ended up giving me this humidor rather, and with a bunch of old cigars, some of which are still in there. Some of these cigars in here are over 20 years old, or at least over a dozen years old, maybe 1 or 2 or 20. But I love them, man. It's a nice, relaxing little thing. There's no buzz like it, you know.
Yeah.
It's not as severe as a cigarette at first. But when it does kick in, you're basically high. They're great. But let me so I don't know if you know the proper method of lighting these. Typically, you want to wet the tip first, same as you do at the end, so it doesn't flare out, or so it doesn't just burn too fast. You don't end up with a run down the side. So you give it a nice little quick wet, and usually not with a butane lighter. You want a matchstick or something. But you toast the foot. You don't let the flame actually touch the cigar. You just want to, so you moisten the outside leaf, and then what you're doing is trying to toast the inside leaf of the very tip. And what that's going to do is dry out the tip so that when you do light it, you get a full cherry all the way around. It doesn't just end up burning a little bit of it. You get the full round cherry. Alright, so you can still see there's a little bit glistening on the outside. Mm-hmm. This should be somewhat warm already. It's still not really. I didn't really have it. It's a small shitty Bic.
No, but where did I guess that's what you were looking for? Your fucking little torch lighter. I could have.
I've got it. But well, the torch you can't really toast the tip with. It's too direct a heat. So yeah, if you don't have a matchstick or a cedar stick like I like to use. Torch is your next best option for lighting it because you'll get a more consistent cherry. Mm-hmm. And there you go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so he's lighting it, and it's sparking red. You know, in fucking Iraq, because it was fucking Sniper Town, it was recommended, the Army recommended when we got there, not to be smoking on post at night, well, especially at night. Because you'll fucking expose yourself.
Right, that's why I remember this story. That's when you taught me first about the snake pits, right?
Yeah.
Is that what they were called, snake pits?
Yeah, the snake pit, how I thought it was a fucking base, but no, it's fucking, what the fuck is it?
Sorry, the spark is broken on this, so you have to use that to...
yeah, I saw that. But, yeah, so then the smokers...
That is a fantastic cigar. I'm sorry, but this is a Tres Hermanos from the cigar factory in Louisiana.
Well, it is Three Brothers.
Yeah, they are fucking good. They have a very, very smooth, chocolatey, not a very spicy cigar. I'm not a big fan of cigars that get real spicy at the end. But man, towards the last third of it, when it opens up, oh my goodness. This is legit one of my favorite cigars. There's, I wish I had looked it up. There's a fantastic cigar that you can only get in Europe. And my dad had a box of it he gave me once from Spain. I'll look that one up and post it. Those are my favorite, man. I've got family from Spain that keep saying they're going to bring me those cigars, and they never do. They never do.
Yeah, my brother was telling me just fucking last night how it was talking to the owner of, I think it was, Ruby's? Yeah, talking about fucking barbecue and fucking...
Ruby's Barbecue?
Yeah, and how there was this one fucking delivery guy that came up that they were making fun of that fucking barbecue place, and then fucking what coincided was that fucking some guy from that fucking place delivered.
Holy shit, nobody cares about these barbecue places. What's the point of this story?
No, the guy was like, you know what, fucking when I come back, I'll fucking bring you a fucking brisket plate. The guy never did.
Yeah.
But then after that, there was this fucking other guy that was delivering fucking Chinese food, something about tea, right? And he was like, okay, when I come back, I'll fucking give you some of that. And he never did. So then twice in one day, somebody told my brother, yeah, I'll fucking come back.
Maybe you just quit being a mooch. Because he asked for this shit for free.
No, he doesn't. It's like, you know what they were talking about. I was like, yeah, I'll fucking give you a sample and shit.
Never trust a sample.
Yeah.
Never trust a sample. You ever go to Auntie Anne's at the mall or something?
Auntie Annie's. I prefer.
That works.
What's
That's
it called?
not how you do it. That works.
What the fuck is it called? Wetzel's Pretzels.
Never been there.
God
I
damn
knew
it.
you were gonna suck at that. Alright,
Okay,
alright.
here. You do it.
Let me help you.
Not home. Hell.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Suck it, bitch. Whew, dead air to light a cigar.
Yeah, you can fix that.
So let me ask you, when was the last time you had a cigar?
I think.
Did you inhale that?
No.
That was okay. It looked like you did like a whole big breath inhale. Like, oh my god, that would destroy me.
I was known for those until a guy fucking told me at fucking properly named cigar bar. He was like, dude, you don't swallow the fucking smoke, you just fucking blow it out.
Yeah, you don't have to throw it up halfway through.
That explains why my fucking lungs are always fucking burning.
Oh yeah, no, that's terrible.
Morning
No.
after.
That's a very important thing for those of you who don't smoke cigars on the regular. They're not cigarettes. You don't get a small amount of smoke, inhale it, and blow it out. You just let it, you take a big puff, let it sit in your mouth. You can always inhale a little bit, but you typically, it's a big, especially larger cigars, you don't want to do that with.
Yeah, but what was
Just
that fucking
sit.
telling you? Fucking,
The last time you had a
Oh,
cigar.
the last time I had a cigar, I think was New Year's. I think. But then I told myself, fucking next time I have a cigar is when my fucking probation is fucking up. Because, you know, the fat lady has some.
Is it up?
Free. No, actually, but my
Is that not bad?
probation
Did I miss a
officer,
spot?
yeah, you missed that spot.
Oh, fucking,
But-
I like my own cigars better than I like other people's.
Yeah, but yeah, my probation officer was saying, fucking, don't think negatively because
There you go.
because I told her how fucking well we had fucking
Live life
spoke
as
about.
if you're already living the life you want.
Yeah, that fucking if by this month I don't hear anything, then that means fucking that's it, right? It got denied, and she was like,
Well,
don't
and what
think-
did I tell you though?
Yeah, that by the end of this month.
Well, I told you it's COVID, dude. Everything's got pushed back at least 2-3 months. Like it's only been
Right, because it was supposed to be by July, and then fucking September would be 2 months, and then she was like, no, don't think negatively because
Yeah,
fucking COVID, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Give everything a little. Just
Yeah.
relax.
So I'm like, well, I guess I'll fucking live my life a day at a time, and then be like, if it happens, it happens. If
Yeah, I
not,
mean, don't
no.
get busted fucking doing lines of coke and puffing on pounds of marijuana and in a piss test. You'll be all right. Just cigars, you're gonna be okay with a cigar.
Yeah, stick to cigars, and your stocks won't drop.
And your stocks won't drop. Should we take a shot for that one? You know what? Take a half shot for that one because it wasn't as direct. Let's see. Last time I used to smoke a cigar. Actually, as a matter of fact, cigars are the reason that I was able to quit smoking cigarettes.
Okay.
I really wasn't I never really enjoyed smoking cigarettes. It was just a habit I picked up at some point. But I decided. Well, then my dad gave me the box, the humidor, and all these cigars, and I started having one of those at the end of every weekend. At the end of every week, so I'd be smoking cigarettes all day. Go home and smoke a cigar on the weekend, and this is before I started running. Well, then I started running, and I cut down to maybe like half a pack a week, and it was just the cigar on the weekends. And now it's like a cigar every 2-3 months. Although this podcast might change that.
Yeah.
So are we gonna try?
maybe.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how we enjoy this. Whether or not we're
We'll
gonna
see
make
how it
this
comes
regular.
out. It's well received, and we'll start fucking reviewing cigars.
Well, I'll review cigars anyway if anybody
Yeah,
gives a
just
shit.
not on the pod.
No, just on my own.
Yeah.
So yeah. What's the nicest cigar you've ever had?
You know, my go-to has always been Romeo y Julieta, but I think that's because like that's the closest I'll get to Cuban cigars without fucking Cuban. knockoffs.
Why do you say that?
I don't
Second time you told me
know.
that.
No, because now I'm saying it in the pod to the audience.
Is it a
now.
Dominican? What kind of seed is that? Do you remember?
I think.
Because
I don't
they're
remember.
typically Dominican Republic, Nicaragua, Cuba, and the Cuban seeds are typically the same seeds that you can get in Puerto Rico, the Puerto Rico seeds, which is actually why, because Puerto Rico's so close to Cuba,
Yeah.
I think,
Yeah,
geographically.
yeah.
So the cigars I've got here, I've actually got some, my dad went to Puerto Rico and was really excited to come home with the box of these Cohiba.
That looks real dry.
It's, well, it was very, very poorly wrapped as well, but yeah, they're very dry. But these are the knockoffs, right? And you can tell it's just low quality. The label is off. Like there's a lot of incongruities with the label on these and typical labels of Cohibas. However, since the seed and the tobaccos, these are basically the outlet cigars.
Right.
And so the people will get these cigars out the back and sell them on the street and just print out their own labels for them and shit. But the seed and the tobacco in those cigars are actually legitimately like preserved. They're really good cigars, but they're knockoffs. So, but it's just like wine. Like just because it's an expensive wine doesn't mean it's better than the cheaper wine. You know what I mean? It's just a matter of taste and preference.
Yeah. So then, I usually get the fucking coned ones because as it was explained to me, the ones with the fucking
torpedoes.
Yeah. Because as it was explained to me, like the heat, and then it fucking funnels into the fucking pointy end.
Right, well that's what I'm doing here with the cigar punch
that
I use, where it's just a little circle at the end. You basically created that. You opened it up fully with a full cut.
Yep, because flavor.
Yeah, well more airflow, you're going to get more flavor, better draw.
Yeah.
This might actually, the tunnels, like that's fine if you like a spicier hit. If you, those torpedoes, the smaller the mouth opening for you to draw through, it's obviously going to condense that smoke down to a more dense smoke and give you a stronger hit. Which I don't particularly prefer. I prefer much more air, especially on these big cigars. I don't typically smoke these big cigars. I'm a big fan of these little ones here.
Yeah.
These little cigarillos. Cigarillos?
Cigarillos.
Yeah, which you can get the Swisher Sweets and shit like that. Those are cigarillos, those sizes. Yeah, you were talking about that.
Yeah.
That cone tip.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't make too big of a difference in my opinion. It's all about how they're wrapped and.
Yeah, and then the pointy end, I don't have to cut it, so, yeah. Well, again, this, you don't have to cut either, but it just makes a mess when it's round tip and you're cutting it, or maybe I'm just too savage.
Well, the thing about the pointy tips is that this one, you can kind of see a cap on it too, but certain cigars will have like an actual cap on it. You can see like a little, a little, what are they called, the yarmulke?
Yarmulke.
Yeah, it looks like a little yarmulke at the mouthpiece.
With a hole in the center.
Yeah, and so you get, some people will just peel those off when they're biting it, you're basically trying to just bite the cap off. You don't want to bite into the actual tobacco on the inside. So a bunch of little tips and tricks for you cigar smokers.
Or for you curious about fucking smoking cigars.
Yeah, but don't do it. They can cause cancer. Surgeon General.
And apparently these are more addicting, and I'm like, but it's just flavor though. I guess that's what makes it.
It's the social aspect of cigars.
Right.
Because most people who smoke cigars, they have one or two buddies that they go into a cigar bar and they're surrounding themselves with the smoke. It's not really airing out too well.
Yeah.
Playing poker, just smoking cigars all day. And they say it's worse because you have 5 or 6 cigarettes worth of tobacco in one stick.
Yeah, cigarettes have all that fucking nicotine and shit.
Right, but you're getting it with mouth This has nicotine. Nicotine
is
always.
This is pure.
You mean it doesn't have all the chemical additives to make it burn slower, not stay lit, so it doesn't burn down the house. This will burn down your house. You fall asleep with this, you might burn down your house.
Yeah, that's why I don't fall asleep smoking.
I don't smoke in bed.
That too.
Yeah, that's a pastime.
Yeah.
Have you ever known a girl who enjoyed cigars or smoked?
I want to say yes, but I think I was either too drunk to remember, or I just want a cigar aficionado lady.
Yeah, the only ones I ever knew were cokeheads or former cokeheads.
Yeah. No, but.
Don't do that. You don't tap a cigar. When it
I
starts
just
to
did.
break,
I didn't want to fucking make the stupid noise.
When it starts to break, then you can kind of go over. But typically, you want to smoke cigars outside and let it hash on its own.
Right.
Or is that? I mean, unfortunately, I don't have a cigar ashtray.
These couches are leather, so.
You're not burning through cloth. So we're about halfway through this bullshit episode. What you been up to, man? Hey, man. I gotta fucking work on getting this tattoo fixed. I gotta finish the background.
Yeah, I was gonna tell you that off mic, and good thing you reminded me. That,
Is he still there? My tattoo guy?
I hope he is.
Should hope so.
But, yeah, that I also want to do the fucking, the tattoo I was thinking of getting when we fucking, spoke about these things. Yeah, I'm like, I should probably get it done by next month, because like, everyone's saying that
well, what are you looking at getting done?
Oh, it's fucking good thing we have cigars because this fucking ties in. It's not a lucky charm. I guess a lucky totem for fucking card players.
Okay, what's the?
It's
oh, that's right, the skull with the
skull
cards,
and
right?
crown, and I added some
But
cards.
when was the last time you played cards, though?
Played cards? Cards was on fucking Xbox a few months ago.
You fuck. I thought you said you didn't like playing digitally because you can't read the players or some
phone, shit. But this is it's a different game. It's got fucking characters sitting around the table. You know.
I've played that before.
Yeah.
I've played that on Steam on the computer.
Yeah, but I downloaded that game because I was thinking, what a great idea to be fucking streaming me playing that while teaching fucking the people watching me how to fucking play
how to bet
without actually gambling.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So you're gonna do this for a Twitch thing?
Yeah, I was gonna do that, but apparently I can only do it for Twitch, and apparently the fucking game I have, I can't use my fucking mic thing.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah. For like, if I'm using the mic, I'm talking to the other fucking players, and I'm talking to the other
I
players.
could probably rig that for you though.
Yeah,
I could probably rig that for you. All you need is a mute button or a push to talk button.
That smoke lingered.
Huh?
No, the smoke, it lingered on my mustache.
On your mustache.
Yeah, so there's that, but the last time I played actual fucking cards, I think it was an Uno game.
Oh, that's
with
not
my
cards.
Sister. No, but I have cards on my fucking hand. And then, what happened? No, the last time I played poker was ages ago. Because I really can't remember.
Last time I played, I was 9.
Oh, you know when it was last time?
I was 19 on a cruise ship.
The last time was in jail, I remember.
Oh, where you bet and played for money?
We were betting fucking...
How long ago were you in jail?
For 2 months. We were betting...
No, you were in there 2 months, but how long ago? 5 years ago?
5 years ago.
5 years ago.
5 years ago this October. So we were betting, we were using the fucking instant soups, the Maruchan. We were using
what?
that, the Maruchan. The instant soups.
I don't know what that is.
Well, good, because that's fucking really bad for you.
Was this ramen?
Yeah, ramen.
Like top ramen?
Yeah.
Kind of stuff? Okay.
We were betting ramen. And I don't like fucking soup, it's just boiled water. And then the ramen, I had enough when I was living in California.
Boiled starch, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like, I don't even like fucking ramen, so sure, go ahead. I bought some just to fucking play.
Just to play with.
Yeah. And I ended up getting everyone's fucking soups.
That's fucking funny.
They were fucking pissed. I was like, you don't even like them.
Can't
Like,
you just sell them back?
back?
Just sell them back to them.
I could have.
That's what I would have done. That's what you're winning it for. Is sell it, get something else from the
Yeah, I could have.
commissary.
But I'm like, here.
What was your favorite thing to eat at the commissary?
I wouldn't buy food.
Well, what did you eat? You just waited for lunch?
Yeah.
Was it a cafeteria setting, or did you get food
No,
served to
it
you?
was there in the cell. They have like a little mail slot, but it's big enough to fit the whole fucking tray. So that's how we got fed.
What was your rec time like?
I didn't do rec.
As in you weren't allowed it, or
No,
they didn't give
we
it
were
to you?
granted rec, but I preferred to stay inside because
No. Something's never changed.
that's how they fucking search you. They send you out to rec, and then they send fucking.
What were you hiding that you were worried about getting searched?
I was hiding fucking toilet paper, and apparently you can only have one roll.
How many rolls do you need, you fat fuck?
No, we would keep.
Maybe if you went on rec, you wouldn't.
No,
you'd lose some weight. You wouldn't have so much shit built up in you.
We would keep them because, you know, you only have one roll, and then somebody used the last one, and so you could either have somebody sitting on the toilet with a fucking dingleberry, or you have somebody fucking that's shitting them, which happened to me. Somebody shitting themselves. It's like, oh fuck, you know, give me fucking toilet. And by the time the fucking toilet paper comes, you're like, well, fuck.
Might as well use my shirt.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what was the worst thing you saw there? Did you see anything fucked up?
No,
happen
our
in those 2
soul
months,
was
or was
pretty
it?
fucking chill. And because it's me, we were so chill that there was this guy from Mexico that they kept beating up, right? So then they sent him over to our cell because our cell was chill. We didn't have any of that shit going on.
Ooh, that opened up nice.
Yeah, but what they didn't tell us was why he was getting his ass beat every fucking day. Well, the kid was fucking annoying as fuck. Yeah.
See, my problem with that is, was he an Asperger's type situation? Do you think he might have been on the spectrum? Because most people that are just annoying as fuck, it's an Asperger's situation. They don't realize the effect that they're having on the people around them. It's a social disorder, you know?
Yeah, this guy was a fucking asshole to his fucking mother. His mother came and saw him, and she was like, and the guy was like,
That's the
man.
worst, when you have Asperger's and you're an asshole.
Yeah, and then we're like, fuck, this motherfucker. So then everyone was fucking kind of getting tired of his shit, but then when, on the chances that I got fucking let out of my fucking cell, they always ask you, they're like, hey, who runs your cell? So then me, being me, I got the bright idea of saying, no, I said, oh, well, there's this guy that we're fucking real chill, because by that time everybody knew that we were the chill cell.
The chill cell.
Yeah.
We're the cool guys.
Yeah, there's this kid that they just threw at us, and he was saying that he got sent to that cell because he was running in. He was being too tough on the kids. So they sent us over, and he's running the show now. And they're like, really? That fat fuck is running your cell? Like, yeah, he said he would fucking kick people's asses on a date just because he wanted to.
Oh my god, it's the way you say it. You're such a prick, man. So what happened to this poor fucking idiot?
Eventually he fucking left, right?
So nothing happened. So what were they asking for? They were just...
Because it's what they ask you. They're like, who runs your cell? And, oh, well, this fucking fat kid, long hair from fucking Hermoso. And like, that fat fuck? Like, yeah, that guy.
Who was asking you? The other prisoners?
From the other cells.
The other cell. Okay. I was just wondering, like, who cares? If they didn't do anything about it, what was the point of asking? Just to check
I guess
in?
I wasn't there long enough to fucking find out.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. They were taking roll call, trying to figure out who's going to be a problem later.
Yeah, and on his last night, the guy was like...
Oh, did they make you shave? I imagine you had your beard back then.
Yeah,
still. Did they make you shave, cut your hair, all that shit?
No, but these guys were telling me, like, yeah, you should fucking shave, so the judge can be like, oh, he's fucking changed, he's a better man. Fucking, you know. Be presentable in front of the judge so she can go easy on you.
Bet you didn't do that.
Nope.
Fucking dumbass.
But I did cut my hair.
What astonishes me is the arrogance of people to think that they don't need to work the system that everybody else is working. Like, you're in the system. You don't have a choice. You're already there. You're under their thumb. And you don't think, like, well, let me try and get out of here a little easier and just fucking ride the wave.
Yeah.
Like, you're just forever going against the current, man. It don't work that way. Sure, you need something to drink?
No.
Tissue?
Yes.
What's wrong with you, boy?
Everything.
What's wrong with you, boy? So yeah, man, I couldn't imagine. If I went to prison, I'd either have to be a snitch or a bitch. It would be my only way to survive. That's prison, though. If I just went to jail, I'd be alright. I'd just be in with the other fucking low-level idiots. I'd be like, what was that? What were those dogs from the old Looney Tunes? Hey, boss. Yeah, what you got, boss? Like, I'd be that guy. You tell me where to go. Tell me where to go. Tell me what to do. Come on.
Yeah, I figured.
I got you, boss. You're the best, boss. You're the best.
Their fucking gift of gab that you'd be fucking, trying to get along with everyone.
I would try and it would backfire, just like it did in high school. You can't be friends with everybody. Nobody likes you.
Yeah, you have to choose a side over there. So, yeah, that was me.
Which is politics, man. Politics is prison.
Yeah.
Pick a side.
Yep.
Pick your cell block. Who's in charge of yours?
The annoying kid from...
It's always a fucking annoying kid. There's just no getting around it.
So, yeah.
But no, so nothing bad happened then. You didn't. No interesting stories. What was annoying guy in for? Were you able to ask anybody, get the story on why everybody was in?
Yeah.
Anybody
This
more fucked
kid
up things than others?
why the fuck was he there?
That's what I'm asking you.
I don't know.
Okay, well never mind then.
I remember the kid saying fucking that fucking the law was picking on people that just want to work, and I'm like, oh, so he's a fucking wetback.
Drug dealer.
Because he was mowing lawns and shit. There was this other guy. This is fucking interesting. It stuck with me because.
But if you're a mojado, if you're a wetback, if you're an illegal alien, we could say these things because our families were at least way back when. For me,
Yeah.
a little more recent for you. What was my point? If they get picked up for being illegal aliens, though, don't they just get sent to immigration and get sent back? Why would he be there?
Yeah, which
Unless it was a serious crime. He had to have done something.
yeah, I had to have done something, but there was this other guy that this guy struck me fucking.
In the face?
No,
With
like
his penis.
my first impression of him was that because he showed up in the middle of the night, right, and they didn't have any racks for him, so he had to sleep on the floor.
You were gonna say he had to sleep with you.
No, and this guy was snoring so fucking loudly. I was like, oh, you poor guy. They just got you out of fucking work, and you're fucking so fucking tired, right? And the following night, I was like, this fucking guy snores. They didn't pick him off fucking work. I'm like, this motherfucker, because the guy had red eyes, right, when he showed up. And I was like, oh, okay, so they fucking just got him off of work. But then the next morning, he still had his red eyes.
Work detail?
He worked,
They got him off work. You had a job in prison, in jail?
yeah, no, he had a job, right, and
What, he had work release?
he had just came home from work when they arrested him.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry, I was a little lost on where we were in the story here. Okay.
So then, I come to find out, or we, the cell, comes to find out, no, his eyes are naturally fucking red.
Oh, he's one of those.
Yeah, and so I'm like,
that's always so confusing, dude. When you work with people whose eyes are just forever bloodshot. I knew this guy. He's like, I don't even drink. I rarely drink. I don't smoke weed. I'm like, but dude, your eyes are red. You always have like a sheen on your skin. You're always like tired. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude? Get on a diet, bro. You gotta take care of your fucking body. You're gonna die soon the way you're looking.
yeah.
You shouldn't look like you're on drugs and be sober. There's something wrong with your diet.
Yeah, so then this guy stuck on my mind because his wife, because he got home, right, and I don't know what the fuck happened between him and his wife that he's like, okay, I'm gonna go get some beer, because he was just off work. He's like, okay, I'm gonna go get some beer, which I find odd, like you get beer on your way home.
Not necessarily all the time. I do
Yeah, so he went to get beer, and then that time, she called the cops, and was like, my fucking husband is abusing me, and fucking blah, blah, blah.
Oh, okay. Domestic dispute.
And the guy comes home, right, to fucking cops, and they're looking at him and shit, and he said that they fucking flashed the light in his fucking eyes. They're looking at his eyes, and they fucking arrested him. Turns out that the wife had said, he's such a fucking drunk, look at him, he's home drunk, and they saw his red eyes, and they're like, okay, sir, you're fucking drunk. Get in the fucking car.
Oh, but you still gotta give him a sobriety test.
Right, but I guess this chick sold it so fucking sweet.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
Yeah.
And then he was coming back from the store with beer, too.
Yeah, so then, it stuck with me because it was so fucking sweet, his fucking story. He got off because what happened was that his wife was an American citizen, and the guy was from Mexico. And he never asked to get his fucking papers erased. He never asked for citizenship. And that house that they have, he built it. He bought the materials and he fucking built it. Of course, he had help, right? But the materials he bought. So then the judge rules that that house belongs to him. And what she wanted to do was frame him, have him in jail, and have him sent back to Mexico and her keep the house. So all that worked in his favor. And he was laughing. He's like, yeah, good thing I never asked for fucking papers. He's like, yeah, I married her for fucking papers, but I never got around to fucking...
filing for him.
Yeah.
So what happened in the house when he was in jail?
No, he got released.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he got released because it fucking...
Because he wasn't drunk?
Because he wasn't drunk, he wasn't... It came to light that she was hurting herself. It was another Amber Heard case. She was hurting herself and made it seem like he's an abusive husband, so they can arrest him.
All right, now hold on. Sounds like an Amber Heard case.
Yeah.
But this is also the story from the guy who's in prison with you. I mean, you can only take this information as far as you can throw the people in. You're all criminals. Can't trust you. Speaking of which, I started following this guy from the Rogan podcast, Take a Shot. You can ash that now. That's getting on the verge of... Right, just push it. Yeah, there you go. That was pretty. Beautiful little circumcision.
Yeah, but don't have...
Well, listen, the Innocence Project.
Right.
Where they're releasing people that... I think I talked about it maybe with Travis, or maybe before that. I mentioned that one case where the guy was in prison falsely on murder, got released, and 7 months later, because I think it wasn't Pelosi. Who's the one running for vice president?
Oh, Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris. Yeah. She was part of the reason he ended up going back into jail, because she just wanted a perfect record of sending everybody to fucking prison, I guess. So
yeah.
I don't know what it was. But yeah, because DNA evidence came out that he wasn't the one who did it, but she put him back in jail saying, well, you weren't supposed to get that information. The way you got the information that you were not supposed to be in jail was gotten illegally, because he had somebody that was helping him request the DNA evidence, and in order to put that into court, he was the one who was supposed to request that information, not a third party. So because a third party did it and he didn't do it, they said, no, you fucked up, you gotta go back to jail. Even though, regardless of who got it, the evidence proved that he was innocent.
Yeah.
And there's situations like this, and then you've got rape cases where the rapist or the sex trafficked woman defends herself and kills the guy that's in the middle of sodomizing her, raping her, trying to purchase her, kills him, and gets sent to prison instead of getting off on a self-defense thing. Like, at what point does self-defense apply? Does it only apply if it doesn't result in death? Like, well, how much am I supposed to restrict my retaliation or my defense of things? You know, it's insane. Like, am I supposed to pull a gun out at a guy attacking me and aim for anything but a kill shot? Like, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that's
like,
my argument. Like, if they're fucking busting in your door, fucking
I don't believe
shoot
in
them
shooting,
in the face.
I don't believe in shooting to wing a person. Like, not unless... No, you just can't shoot to wing a person. It's a much harder shot to take, first of all.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and people think that just because you're winging a person, you have less of a chance of killing them. Arteries are all throughout your body. You have main veins that you'll bleed out from if you're nicked. You're on the inside of your arm, the inside of your thigh, get shot in the stomach, you fucking bleed your intestines out. What are you doing, man?
No,
Can't
our
put your
guest just replied.
Oh,
what time again?
At what time?
Yeah.
Oh, about an hour ago. But that's okay. We love our guests.
Yeah.
We are not that professional podcast that we're gonna get mad if you don't show up on time. I mean, I'll get mad. Don't get me wrong. I'm a punctual fuck, but we can make do on our own.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this was a nice little episode. We can always spark these back up once we start talking to our friend. You guys want to know who it is? Just come on and fucking talk to us.
Yeah.
I mean, come on and listen to us. Sorry, I'm trying to put these fucking cigars down in the shitty little ashtray I got. All right. Next week I am buying a proper cigar ashtray, because this is pathetic. I'm used to smoking outside. I don't need an ashtray.
Oh, this is mine.
Yeah, I've left my wrap on to make sure we didn't lose it. Well, that's it. So we had cigar talk and prison talk. Yeah, you enjoyed this episode, Frank?
Yeah.
Nice little hang with you,
Need
man.
some brandy.
Needed some brandy, yeah, but I'm on the wagon again.
Yeah.
I'm on the trail, moseying on down the road with my tobacco.
Yeah.
Alright guys, well we love you. This was a fucking great episode for me. I like this low energy, just chill fest we had. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you remember to take your shots, liquor shots. I'm not getting into anti-vaxxing with you people or pro-vaccines. Just fucking drink some whiskey for me, because again, I'm on the wagon. Somebody's got to get drunk on my behalf. Love you guys. Frank, you want to tell them where they can find you since we forgot to let
Oh,
them know?
shit. Yeah, you can find us here. You can find us on Instagram under @CAD Podcast. You can find us on Twitter under Completely Inapt. You can find us on Facebook, YouTube, and BitChute under Completely Inappropriate Podcast.
Have you been practicing that?
No.
We need to get more nicotine in you.
Yeah, that was me
on the nicotine.
wrapping up so we can get to our guests.
You're excited. Look at you. All right, guys. Well, Frank, what do we tell the people?
Be excellent to each other.
And find your motherfucking happy. Try to be better today than you were yesterday, people. We love you. Bye. Sayonara. Dawacho. Say bye, Frank.
Bye, Frank.